So anyway, in conclusion, you have prongs here. I couldn't find any videos on this at all. I actually had to do some reading, and I'm not a big fan of reading. There's one prong in the front one, and then there's 3 back here. Then you gotta go in here, lift your rubber, pull this up above the seal. You gotta be careful not to rip your seal. But then once you get those prongs out and that seal's fixed, comes right off. Now I'm going to put these away, and then eventually I'm going to be painting them anything but yellow, for the love of God. But that's how that's done. See, here's where a lot of people make a mistake. This is why it's important to remove the rocker. Because if you're trying to get the fender off, you get frustrated or you're in a hurry. This part stays, the fender comes off, but it's all one piece. And that's kind of like when you get upset. Anyway, what I do is I just pop the pins back in them, and then I'll take a drill to them, drill these 2 out. There's about 4 bolts in the top of the fender, and they're 10mm along the top. And then you have 7 or 8mm in here. I believe it's 7. And then once you get those out, you're ahead of the game. And then there's 2 important ones right here. Take your time, because parts are getting expensive. I'm not sure what a good fender goes for, but I'm not willing to pay for it if I have a good fender. This one's cracked, simply because we needed to move it back for something. I forget what it was. And I'm gonna fix it with some JB Weld or something to that effect. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna pop these pins out and then drill them out, and then this fender will come off. And then you repeat the process on the other side. You're gonna find a few maybe rivets or little screws in there, and when you take your side markers off, be careful not to break them either. They're about 25 bucks a piece, maybe more by now, who knows, with the price of living going up. So that's it for the day. It's a beautiful day out. I'm from Aquashikla, Pennsylvania. Tell me where you're from in the comments. And what kind of car you drive. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's Pontiac. Alright. So anyway, what am I doing to this car? Well, I just purchased this car a little while ago, and it came with a fuse block under the hood. The battery was under the passenger side headlight. So what we did was we removed the fuse block and then traced the wires in here. This was a nightmare, but it's done now. And okay, well, it does run. It's just that we don't have the extra ground hooked up at the moment. But now it's just a matter of putting all the wires back together. I'm not restoring it per se. I'm taking the body panels off to repaint the whole car. And I had a very interesting conversation with Mr. Mike yesterday. I don't get him. If anyone else has had some odd experiences with him, I think he's just a jokester, but very interesting man. But we're waiting on the covers. I want to get these seats done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the passenger seat covers and put them on the driver's side of that one. And then start fixing this interior up. I'll insert a small picture right here. And that's what the seat covers are going to look like without the logo. And we have a long way to go with this one. I'm trying very hard to get it done in time for Carlisle. I'm just not seeing it happening, and I'm not taking that one. It's a long ride, and I want to be able to do 65, 70. But that is what that is. And this one was difficult because this was someone else's project. The guy who built this car, he had passed away. I think it was 2020. His name was Christopher Mummert. Christopher Mummert, I believe that's his name. Patrick, I know you watch these videos. He was a friend of yours. If I said it wrong, I apologize, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, it was hard to tackle a project from someone who is gone now, and I can't ask any questions. But wires were hacked up in here in the original wiring harness, so we had to track all that down, and that was a bit of a bear. And you gotta hate asking questions on the Fiero forums, because every smart ass and all the new guys are always taking guesses, and it's like, you didn't put the feed up for that, you know. God bless them and everything, but that's where we are with this at the moment. That one there, I gutted the inside of it too to find the wiring to go from the passenger side down through the console up and under the dashboard. So since I got that one apart, we're going to clean that one up real good on the inside, and that'll be finished. There's a lot of things I need to do to that yet. It needs wheels and tires, which I just picked up a bunch of wheels on a Facebook Marketplace. They're actually PT Cruiser wheels in chrome, and I'm hoping they look good on there. If they don't, I'm not really concerned about it. We'll just move on and find something else. But the wheels that are on that car are going on this one, because these are lame. Alright, so there's that. I hope that fills the need to make the video longer. I gotta get back to work. I'll make more videos as time goes. If you have any questions, or maybe there's something in particular you'd like to learn how to do, just write down in the comments. Maybe I can make a video on it. These cars aren't complicated, but they are finicky. So, alright. Toksha ke wa chiang kite.